The debate surrounding the Horse Heaven Hills wind farm has been long and heated, but a decision on the future of the wind farm could be coming soon. And a major move in the airline industry could affect your travel costs out of the Pasco Airport.
And some places have fog this morning. We have some shower activity on the way this morning and, well, for your week ahead. I'll get you prepared in my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Monday. Welcome to it's the first Monday of December.
It is.
It's very exciting, and we had quite the change in the weather over the weekend. How was your weekend, by the way?
Very rainy.
Yes.
Very busy.
Okay.
How was your weekend?
Well, aren't all weekends in December busy?
I think they are.
There's a lot going on. And folks, we are looking, again, at a lot of rain for the next couple of days. And we're also seeing some flooding concerns, mostly for the west side of the state and the usual spots in our areas. Let's take a look outside. And we do have some fog in places. We do have a dense fog advisory for the Yakima Valley area, but oddly enough, Yakima isn't seeing too much, at least at the moment. So we are seeing some shower activity starting to gather up near Dalles and in the Cascades. We are going to be seeing some morning showers, probably around the 9 o'clock hour, 8 o'clock hour, somewhere around there, but it is going to be in the form of rain, just like we saw yesterday. So visibility is good in Yakima. Toppenish probably seeing, we're not getting reports from there, but probably some hampered visibility in Toppenish, zero visibility in Prosser, 30% visibility in the Tri-City. So a little bit of fog out there. Folks, we're going to see off and on showers. Sustained showers for about an hour this morning, then off and on showers for the next couple of days. Highs are going to be warm. We're in the mid-40s for many of our cities, but in Walla Walla, we're in the mid-50s. So warm conditions continuing at least for our work week. So patchy AM fog, warm and wet, and rain for days. Put a week on it. Folks, all of your first alert weather forecast coming up.
Should the state allow a wind farm on the hills south of Kennewick? That debate has been going on for years now and could finally be nearing a conclusion. Advocates say the wind farm could generate enough electricity to power tens of thousands of homes, which could become very important as more people move to the region and demand for energy goes up. But opponents say a wind farm isn't the answer.
We have 3 different projects going on in Benton County. We have the Horse Heaven Wind Farm, we have the Watoma Solar Project, and we have the Hop Hill Solar Project. So when you add up all 3 projects, the cumulative impact to our agricultural lands is fairly significant.
None of the county commissioners and no Benton County representatives have reached out to any of the landowners in this project. They are in a sense speaking for us and what the effect on our own farms are without actually speaking to us.
We talked to one of the farmers who would be impacted by the Horse Heaven Hills wind farm if it gets final approval. Coming up tonight after Monday Night Football, we'll hear his take on what the wind farm means for agricultural land. It's an exclusive interview you'll only see on Apple Valley News Now. Early Sunday morning, Benton County Sheriff's deputies responded to reports of a potentially suicidal male who allegedly made threats against his parents and police. According to the sheriff's office, the male allegedly charged a patrol car with a hammer, attempting to strike the vehicle as it approached. Deputies drove around him and eventually confronted the male again on Riata Road. Deputies say he was uncooperative, but they were able to take him into custody with minimal force. He was treated for self-inflicted injuries and booked into jail. Police arrested a real-life Grinch in Kennewick last night. According to KPD, around 8:30 p.m., officers saw a man wearing all black clothing running east on 4th Avenue carrying a Christmas tree on his shoulders, forcing vehicles to swerve in order to avoid hitting him. The suspect ignored emergency lights activated by the officers and continued to run despite commands to stop. He was eventually detained. After an investigation, police determined that the suspect had stolen the tree from a Christmas tree farm several blocks away. He also had warrants out for his arrest. He was booked into the Benton County Jail for disorderly conduct, obstructing law enforcement, and theft in the 3rd degree. The tree was returned to the Christmas tree farm. Well, you know that we love dogs here at Apple Valley News Now, and the Yakima Police Department do too. According to Yakima Police, they found these 2 pups abandoned in a duffel bag late Thursday night. YPD community service officers brought them in from the cold and they spent the day at the station before being adopted by employees at the Yakima Young Women's Christian Association. A major move in the travel industry. Alaska Airlines has come to terms on a deal to purchase Hawaiian Airlines, according to officials from both companies. The combined organization will be based in Seattle, but Alaska Airlines says it will establish a major hub in Honolulu. John Lawrence reports.
The two airlines who bear the names of the 49th and 50th states are joining forces.
We are coming together and joining networks, and this will be pro-consumer and pro-competition.
For a price tag of $1.9 billion, Alaska Air announced its plans to buy Hawaiian Airlines.
Both airlines bring a tremendous amount to the table here, and it's going to be a great combination going forward.
The agreement between the two former rivals calls for both carriers to hold on to their individual names.
These brands are so beloved in the areas that they serve and the massive amount of loyalty that they've accrued over the years, that we're going to do something unique and deploy both brands in the combined company.
Officials say the combined airline will have more than 1,200 departures per day and will be able to compete with bigger airlines like American, Delta, Southwest, and United.
I'm excited about what this combination does for the business, and I'm excited about the opportunities that our guests and our employees have with the business going forward.
The deal, which is expected to plod along like a taxiing plane, could take between 9 and 18 months to hammer out, and it needs the approval from the boards of both carriers and U.S. regulators. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
The Association of Flight Attendants, that represents thousands of flight attendants for both airlines, issued a statement saying it will be paying close attention to the merger to see if it will improve conditions for flight attendants. We'll return in just a moment, but first, Jason Valentine joins us live now for another quick look at the weather.
All right, we're starting a new week, everyone, and we have warm conditions continuing that started over the weekend. Also continuing, those wet conditions. I'll get you ready for your week ahead and my first alert weather forecast coming up.
With the future of the Pac-12 still up in the air, the Washington Huskies put their undefeated season on the line against the Oregon Ducks Friday. We'll have highlights from the game. That's next on Good.
When you feel protected under our roof, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 27%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Where else would you rather be, man? Y'all sit back and enjoy the show.
Happy holidays from Queensgate Gardens. With family in town, it's time to decorate your tree. Visit Queensgate Gardens today to build your own Christmas ornaments. Tell Santa Claus what's on your list and create holiday memories that will last forever. For this season's holiday cheer, visit Queensgate Gardens.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you. Which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
Enjoy nature with McBee Mountain being a short hike away, and return to Anilari, where every sip of wine showcases Washington's beautiful terroir. Try one of Anilari's house-made pizzas where creativity and unique flavors change seasonally to pair with their delicious full-bodied wines. Take in the views of Red Mountain and experience the true meaning of farm to table, showcasing the fruit of the land and their efforts. Make your reservation to visit Anilari Winery today.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone.
She's here.
Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
Pasco's Winterfest activities are back, starting with the Candy Cane Scavenger Hunt December 4th to 7th. And don't miss free movies at Pasco's Fairchild Cinemas. Then bring out the whole family for winter memories of music, kids' games, crafts, food vendors, activity booths, photos with Santa, and of course, the exciting holiday tree lighting. Join us December 9th from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Peanuts Park, Pasco, 109 South 4th Avenue.
When you feel protected under our roof, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 27%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back on this Monday morning. Well, Friday night, the Washington Huskies and Oregon Ducks faced off in Sin City as the Huskies look to cap off an undefeated regular season with what may be the last Pac-12 championship in history. And say whatever you will about the Huskies football, but their games are always exciting, and this was no exception. Oregon quarterback Bo Nix led the Ducks on a 21-0 run to take a 4-point lead in the third quarter, throwing for 239 yards and 3 touchdowns, while also racking up 69 yards on the ground. But Washington's Michael Penix Jr. would strengthen his Heisman case in the fourth quarter, staying poised as he led the team downfield for 2 late scoring drives, picking up his only touchdown pass of the night. But it would be Washington star running back Dylan Johnson who would be the talk of the game, running rampant over the 8th-ranked rushing defense in the country for 152 yards and 2 touchdowns, while also throwing for 1 in the second. Johnson would be the one to clinch the Pac-12 title for the Huskies with less than a minute left in the fourth, and the Huskies are headed to the college football playoffs with a win over Oregon, 34-31. So with just 2 schools remaining in the conference, we're learning more about the future of the Pac-12. On Friday, WSU and Oregon State University announced a 6-game scheduling alliance with the Mountain West Conference. According to Yahoo Sports, the schools would not be part of the conference, but would play conference teams. They also can't win the conference championship. Now, college basketball season is in full swing as the 6-1 Gonzaga Bulldogs hosted the USC Trojans on Saturday. A well-rounded effort from Gonzaga would stave off a huge game from USC's Boogie Ellis, who would finish with 28 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. 6 of the Zags would end the game with double figures, with guards Ryan Nembhard and Rusty Stromer both putting up 15 to pace the Bulldogs. Gonzaga would go on to get the win at home, 89-76. Coming up, the Supreme Court will review Purdue Pharma's bankruptcy settlement, which would see billions of dollars awarded to victims and communities harmed by the opioid epidemic, while also shielding the company owners from future lawsuits. And I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. It's going to be warm, it's going to be wet. Let me get you ready for your week ahead. My first alert weather forecast, that is next.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
Thanks for yielding.
Thank you.
Thanks for yielding. Ben Franklin Transit bus drivers would like to say thank you for yielding. When buses are getting back into traffic after a stop, you help keep traffic moving and buses on schedule. You increase the safety of everyone around you. You're following state law. And of course, you're helping our skilled and dedicated drivers get us all where we need to go. Learn more at bft.org.
If you're injured on the job, you need an experienced workers' comp attorney.
Workers' compensation is complex. It has its own laws, doctors, courts, and judges.
For years as an assistant attorney general, I represented labor and industries. Now, I fight for injured workers.
If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411. Bothwell and Hamill.
Ooh, the DQ Cheeseburger Lovers Deal is back. 2 single cheeseburgers for only $5, or 2 double cheeseburgers for just $7? For real? Oh, tell me it's as good as it looks. deal this good speaks for itself, I guess. But you better get it before it's gone. DQ, happy tastes good.
This Christmas, give the kids a gift of fun at the 2024 Benton Franklin Fair. This package includes a full day of carnival rides, a youth admission ticket for kids ages 6 to 12, and a cuddly stuffed animal, all for only $30. That's a savings of $15. Available now until Christmas Eve at Kennewick Ranch and Home or the fair office in Pasco. Quantities are limited, so don't wait. Happy holidays from everyone at the Benton Franklin Fair.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Monday morning, everyone. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. We have a pretty calm morning this morning. We are seeing fog in areas, especially mid-Columbia and for the Yakima Valley. Yakima seeing a little bit more fog this morning, at least in parts of the valley, not maybe necessarily Yakima itself. We do have some shower activity on the way in from the west, and we do expect to see on and off shower activity. It's called an atmospheric river, and we're going to be seeing showers off and on for the next couple of days. So let's take a look at the next couple of days. Maybe a spritz or two early, but by the time we get to around 8 o'clock, we're going to see pretty widespread showers. This band is going to move through pretty quickly and get out of here, but then just scattered showers as we head into tonight, as we head into tomorrow morning. Again, Yakima, Ellensburg, Toppenish by Tuesday evening might see a little bit more sustained showers. And then by Wednesday morning, more shower activity. Now, it is staying warm, so this will be in the form of rain for our areas, maybe oscillating between rain and snow for the mountainous regions. And as I said earlier, with all of this rain showers, we are expecting to see flooding, especially in the west side of the state. The usual areas for our regions for the next couple of days as well. So dense fog advisory for Yakima, Toppenish, and that's until 7 a.m. this morning. As I said, Yakima, at least the city, isn't seeing much, but we do have quite a bit of fog in the area, including Toppenish. We're not getting a reading from Toppenish right now. We have 10% visibility for Prosser and 80% for the Tri-City, so not too bad throughout our areas. So wind speeds, more or less light, still a little bit of push out there, and we do expect winds to be speeding up just a little bit as we head into tomorrow, then as we head into the rest of our work week. So a little bit of wind on the way, hopefully enough to keep the fog out of our areas. So temperatures right now, we are below the freezing mark for Yakima and Ellensburg. We will warm up in these areas as we move along in our day, but look at the Blue Mountain region, already 50 degrees in Walla Walla, 49 for Hermiston and Pendleton, near the freezing mark for the rest of our areas. So we're going to be around our average for our highs today, at least for the Mid-Columbia, for the Yakima Valley, not for the Blues. Blues will be above average. And then we're going to be seeing those warm temperatures continue into our weekend. Then we're going to cool down a bit on Saturday and back to around average on Sunday. But a very warm work week, especially tomorrow, is on the way. Let's take a look at our highs today. We are right in those mid to lower 40s for our areas. But if you're in northeastern Oregon or the Blues, you are in the mid to lower 50s. So warm conditions, especially along the Blues, but above average temperatures or right around it for all of our cities. Plenty of rain showers on the way, at least through Thursday for Yakima. Could see a little bit of rain snow mix on your Saturday. And again, we're going to slowly cool down into our weekend, but very warm at least Tuesday, Wednesday, and again, pretty warm Thursday and Friday as well. Tri-Cities area, 56 tomorrow, then a cool down into our weekend. Overnight lows above the freezing level, save for Friday late night. And in Walla Walla, going to be in those 50s through Wednesday. And again, folks, we're getting caught in that atmospheric River, so we're seeing plenty of shower activity on the way. It'll be in the form of rain for our cities. Get ready for more rain showers to come in about 2 or so hours.
Now to the legal battle stemming from the opioid crisis and who's to blame for it. The Supreme Court hears a case today that could have implications far beyond the pharmaceutical industry. ABC's Derek Dennis explains.
It's a potential watershed moment in the opioid epidemic. Today, the Supreme Court will review a $6 billion bankruptcy settlement between Purdue Pharma, the maker of OxyContin, and the victims and communities ravaged by the opioid crisis. At issue, the deal gives Purdue Pharma's owners, the Sackler family, immunity, protecting them from lawsuits.
The victims fought for this plan because they want to help people who have lost loved ones, who have been affected by the opioid crisis, to recover money.
Attorney Edward Niger helped negotiate the settlement and wants it upheld, but the Justice Department is opposed, arguing there must be unanimous consent among all the claimants to give the Sackler family, which made billions off OxyContin, immunity.
The Sacklers may be bad people, but they're not stupid people. And they will not give any money to abate the opioid crisis or to victims to help rebuild their lives unless they get those releases. If they really want to make a lesson of what the Sacklers did, they can and should criminally prosecute the Sacklers.
Ellen Isaacs lost her son Ryan to an overdose after he was prescribed OxyContin at 16 years old. Her attorney, Michael Quinn, is seeking a jury trial to keep the Sackler family on the hook.
In a way, this case is about deterrence. It's about holding corporate leaders and owners accountable for their business decisions.
If approved, the bankruptcy settlement would pay $6 billion to individual families, state health programs, and Native American tribes over the next 18 years. But if the deal is blocked, legal experts say it could set a precedent for how corporate bankruptcy cases are settled. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, scientists have created tiny robots that may change the future of medicine. We'll tell you how next.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota. Like Camry Hybrid, RAV4, Tundra, and more. Wow. What's next? I knew I was forgetting something.
She's a wizard.
Toyota, let's go places.
Does anybody want my tomato?
What have you got against tomatoes?
Not my favorite fruit.
Wait, tomatoes are fruit?
Yeah, it's disgusting. I don't know how anybody can eat those things.
You do know that tomatoes are in ketchup.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months, plus save up to $800.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Home design and remodeling can be overwhelming. At Premier Woodworks, we are with you throughout the entire project. Our in-house designers and project manager will help you design the space of your dreams. Whatever the size of project, Premier Woodworks will help maximize your space and turn your vision into reality. Visit our website, premierwoodworksllc.com, or stop by our newly remodeled showroom at 109 North Washington in downtown Kennewick.
Join Active for Life for our annual senior holiday luncheon on December 7th at the Richland Community Center. Enjoy a delicious lunch, festive games, and have your picture taken with Santa. Tickets are just $5. Proceeds help the Walk to End Alzheimer's. Don't miss out on this wonderful holiday event.
Getting into the holiday spirit. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday.
Future treatment of serious health conditions may soon involve tiny living robots created from human cells.
Tiny living robots?
That's what it says.
All right, they're called Anthrobots. A team of scientists created them using human cells from the trachea, specifically because those cells are covered in cilia, which are tiny hair-like projections.
And the cells grew into clumps in a lab dish and used the cilia to move around. Those cell clumps were tested to see if they could move over damaged human neurons.
Not only were they able to, the Anthrobots encourage growth to the damaged region of the neurons. The scientists hope one day they will be able to help heal wounds or damaged tissues.
That could be a very, very useful thing in the future.
It could, but they're living. They're going to go on strike. They're going to want, I don't know what they're going to want, but they're going to want something to do our bidding.
Interesting. I'm curious to see how this is going to continue to evolve over the next.
It is a great advance, though. So, my goodness, we all might live to be 200.
Seems like it.
Wouldn't that be fun? Folks, quick look outside. We have some fog, we have some rain, and we have warm temperatures to talk about. That's coming up next.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, 3 commercial ships came under attack in international waters of the Red Sea on Sunday, while a U.S. warship shot down 3 drones in self-defense during the hours-long assault. And one of the Palestinian students who was shot in Burlington, Vermont, while walking home with his friends is speaking out about his experience.
In today's Tech Bites, Google is delaying the launch of its next generation AI model. Gemini AI was expected to debut next week, with events already planned in New York and California. But reports say the rollout was pushed back until next year because Gemini is struggling with non-English prompts. PlayStation users are losing access to some TV shows. Sony says people who purchase digital shows made by Discovery will lose the content due to expiring license agreements. Hundreds of Discovery programs are being removed, including 19 Kids and Counting and Say Yes to the Dress. And the rock band Kiss has reached the end of the road, but only in human form. The Hall of Famers will continue as digital avatars. The company behind the tech says it will allow Kiss to continue its legacy for eternity. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
You know that feeling of having to re-wash dishes that didn't get cleaned? I don't. Cascade Platinum Plus has me doing dishes differently.
Scrub, soak, nope. I just scrape, load, and I'm done.
Only Platinum Plus is bigger, with double the Dawn grease fighting power and double the scrubbing power for a no rewash clean and a cabinet-ready shine.
Rewash? Not in my house.
Upgrade to Cascade Platinum Plus. Dare to dish differently.
I got that eternal energy. You don't know what's standing in front of me.
Are you guys telling secrets? Mine is that Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol.
That's not a secret. It's on the box.
Wow.
Ooh, I have a secret. I invented the microchip.
Is she serious?
Drone strikes against the U.S. ships in the Red Sea mark an escalation in a series of maritime attacks in the Middle East linked to the Israel-Hamas war. And there's been an update on the health of one of the Palestinian Americans who was shot in Burlington, Vermont last weekend.
And we have some fog in places with some shower activity on the way this morning and truly for your week ahead. I'll get you prepared. My first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Monday, our first Monday of December. And my goodness, we're just counting down towards the end of 2023. And before you know it, it's going to be 2024.
Already,
Yes.
in just weeks.
We have Olympics in 2024. We have a presidential and a gubernatorial election in at least the state of Washington coming up next year. So it's going to be a big year.
Definitely.
Today, though, we're looking a little bit of fog, warm though, and except for in the Yakima Valley and Ellensburg areas. Let's take a look outside. And again, folks, we're seeing a little bit of fog in some of our areas, and we do expect to see more fog before we see rain come in, and that should take care of most of that fog. So we have shower activity on the way from the west. We do expect not too heavy today, nothing like we saw yesterday, but still some off and on showers today. Visibility, we're still hampered in Prosser. Toppenish, I pretty much think, as I run into a chair. We're looking at probably fog going on in Toppenish. A dense fog advisory for the Yakima Valley until 7 a.m. this morning. So let's take a look at what we can expect from today. On and off showers across the board. Warm temperatures, though, mid-40s for the Yakima area. Mid-40s as well for the Tri-Cities. We're going to be even warmer tomorrow. Tomorrow should be the warmest day across the board, and mid to lower 50s for the Blue Mountain region. So on and off showers today, on and off showers for the week ahead. Warm and wet, rain for days, patchy AM fog. I'll get you updated on all of that in my first alert weather forecast coming up in about 10 minutes.
We turn to the Middle East, where this weekend saw continued escalations from Iran-backed Houthi rebels who attacked commercial ships, prompting the United States to intervene with a naval destroyer. Liz Landers has the latest.
Tensions remain high this morning in the Middle East as 3 commercial ships were attacked in the Red Sea. The Pentagon saying missiles coming from Yemen hit the ships during the 7-hour-long attack. The USS Carney, a Navy destroyer in the area, intercepted and shot down 3 drones while on patrol assisting the ships, according to the Pentagon, who blamed Iran for the attacks.
It may have been that the missiles flew over the U.S. ships on their way to the intended target, which is one of the civilian ships. So there's a little bit of semantics here, but the important point here is that the Houthis are playing with fire by launching missiles over U.S. ships.
The Pentagon adding in a statement that the United States will consider all appropriate responses in full coordination with its international allies and partners. And it's not the first time. Since the start of the war between Israel and Hamas, there have been a number of attacks from Houthi-controlled areas of Yemen on ships in the Red Sea.
The U.S. is being very careful not to turn the Red Sea into a shooting gallery.
This latest attack comes as the fighting between Israel and Hamas escalates, with Israel saying they've expanded ground operations to every part of Gaza, pushing to the south as well. Israeli defense forces have conducted 10,000 airstrikes on the small territory since the start of the war. One this weekend reportedly killed a Hamas commander who helped carry out the October 7th attack on Israel. Bury me with him, says this little boy after his brother was killed, one of thousands of children killed in the conflict.
About 80% of the Gaza population is homeless, according to the United Nations. The humanitarian organization says their shelters are overwhelmed and there's a lack of drinkable water, food, and facilities. One of the Palestinian students who was shot alongside his 2 friends in Vermont last weekend is now paralyzed from the chest down. Burlington's police chief says the students were wearing traditional scarves when they were shot. Authorities say they haven't determined a motive in the attack, but have said they are investigating whether this incident was motivated by hate. Hisham Awaranti's mother says a bullet became lodged in his spine. She says her son is scheduled to be released from the hospital next week, where he will go on to receive rehabilitation care. One of the 3 Palestinian students shot in Burlington, Vermont last weekend is opening up about his concerns regarding the safety of Palestinians.
I am very concerned for the safety of Palestinians in the United States and obviously in the West Bank and Gaza. It's just part of a system designed to dehumanize Palestinians, and the logical conclusion of dehumanization is murder. I didn't expect it to go to this extent though, and having something intellectually known in your head rather than experiencing it firsthand definitely shatters a new type of bubble.
The alleged gunman, Jason Eaton, has been charged with 3 counts of attempted second-degree murder. He has pleaded not guilty and is being held without bond. Democratic Representative Adam Smith's Washington home was vandalized Thursday night. The vandals reportedly calling for a ceasefire in Israel and Gaza. In these images provided by Smith, you can see a garage door spray painted with the words "Baby Killer," "Ceasefire," and "Free Gaza." Smith called the vandalism troubling and problematic. He told media outlets that he and his wife were home when she noticed the vandalism on their garage. Smith said members of the city council, county elected officials, synagogues, and other locations have also experienced acts of vandalism recently, and that he recently met with activists to discuss Israel and Hamas. Smith said he is open to further discussions. The state of Texas has to remove the controversial border buoys from the Rio Grande River. That's according to a Friday ruling from the 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. The decision upholds the lower court's preliminary injunction issued in September. Over the summer, the Justice Department sued the state over the floating border barriers in the river. Governor Greg Abbott installed the barriers as part of his border security initiative, but the DOJ said he did so without authorization. Abbott said his state had constitutional authorities to put them up. On social media, Abbott said the state will take the case to the Supreme Court if needed. This marks the second time in 1 week that Texas lost a legal battle in the ongoing border security saga. On Thursday, a federal judge ruled in the government's favor after Texas asked them to force Border Patrol agents to stop cutting razor wire installed by the state. Jason Valentine joins us live now with a look at your weather forecast.
Folks, welcome to Monday morning. We have warm conditions, we have rain, and we have fog this morning. I'll get you prepared in my first alert weather forecast coming on up.
And as we prepare for the Christmas travel season, a new report from the New York Times is painting a shocking picture of the state of air traffic control staffing in the U.S.
If you missed out on getting a McRib in the past, here's your chance to get one before you miss out again. The McRib returns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
I'm Buzz the Bee from the Painting Bees. I'm a local bee. I started painting houses, and here I am. So what do? We're a local painting company. We paint exterior, we do interior painting, and cabinetry as well. And we're here to take care of everybody, even the DIYers. And so why shouldn't you do this by yourself? Because of our combined 15 years of experience painting homes in the Tri-Cities area. So if you're interested in a free estimate, visit our website or call us at 509-591-8160.
Pasco's Winterfest activities are back, starting with the Candy Cane Scavenger Hunt December 4th to 7th. And don't miss free movies at Pasco's Fairchild Cinemas. Then bring out the whole family for winter memories of music, kids' games, crafts, food vendors, activity booths, photos with Santa, and of course, the exciting holiday tree lighting. Join us December 9th from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Peanuts Park Pasco, 109 South 4th Avenue.
One good round deserves another at Zentel Creek Golf Club in Kennewick. Stay warm inside with state-of-the-art golf simulators, or book banquet space for your next family or professional event. Weekends liven up with select live music events throughout the season. Go to zentelcreek.com to find a list of live music options and make reservations for golf, dinner, drinks, and fun all year round.
This holiday season, Jacobs & Rhodes wants to turn ugly into unforgettable with the Ugly Furnace Contest. Send us a photo of your ugly furnace at applevalleynewsnow.com under the Features tab, and you could win the gift of warmth. The more creative, the better. First prize, a brand new free gas furnace from Jacobs & Rhodes. Plus, every entry receives a free system inspection and 10% off all repairs. Remember, you must be within 30 miles to win. Embrace the holiday spirit with Jacobs & Rhodes. Show us your ugly furnace and you could win a new furnace for Christmas.
Next live,
the lovely Elle Fanning.
Plus, Eric Stonestreet from the new Disney series, The Santa Clauses.
I am Santa. Ho, ho, ho.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion, or bacon, or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back on this Monday morning. Well, a New York Times investigation shows air traffic controllers are by and large overworked, demoralized, and at a greater risk of making mistakes. The Times interviewed more than 70 current and former air traffic controllers, pilots, and federal officials. The paper says air traffic controllers and others submitted hundreds of complaints over the past 2 years to an FAA hotline. The complaints described issues including staffing shortages, mental health problems, and unpleasant working conditions. The Times uncovered at least 7 reports of controllers sleeping when they were on duty and 5 complaints about employees working while under the influence of alcohol or drugs. The Times reported last August that while the U.S. airspace is remarkably safe, potentially dangerous close calls have happened on an average of several times a week this year. The FAA responded to the Times story. A spokesman said the story does not reflect a high level of safety of the country's airspace. Quote, flying has never been safer, due in large part to our air traffic controllers. The agency says it encourages air traffic controllers to report safety concerns and incidents without fear of retaliation. 50 major oil and gas companies have pledged to dramatically cut their methane emissions by the end of the decade. The announcement was made Saturday at the COP28 Climate Change Conference in Dubai. Among the companies that announced they will reduce their methane emissions by around 80 to 90% include ExxonMobil and Saudi Arabia's Aramco. That comes as the Biden administration also finalized a rule to slash methane emissions by nearly 80% through 2038. The rule will be implemented by the EPA, and it will crack down on methane leaks. The new policies will end routine flaring of natural gas that is produced by drilled oil wells. It will also require stringent leak monitoring of oil and gas wells and compressors. The EPA estimates the new policies will stop about 58 million tons of methane from escaping into the atmosphere. During that period, that is more than an equivalent of taking more than 30 million gas-powered cars off the road for a year. Coming up just in time for Christmas, the face of one of the most popular Christmas movies ever has finally received his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and his film mother was there to present it to him. And I'll return with a look at your first alert weather forecast. That is next. Let me get you ready for your Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Tonight on Apple Valley News Now Primetime. Soon, there could be 72,000 acres of giant windmills.
And that is located approximately 4 miles south of Kennewick.
Find out the latest on the Big Horse Heaven Hills Energy Project. Tonight after football on Apple Valley News Now.
Volunteer CEO Mark Brault has earned Grace Clinic a $1,000 donation from STCU.
We are completely community funded. We don't get government funding. We rely on the community. We don't charge for anything we do. We serve a low-income, uninsured population, and everything that we do is free.
STCU Volunteers Count honors volunteers in our communities. Please tell us a story of someone you believe is making an impact.
And it looks slide.
It's an unprecedented dancing finale.
Who will win the Len Goodman Mirrorball Trophy?
My kind of magic.
You have what it takes to win it.
Allison Hannigan,
Jason Mraz,
Charity Lawson,
Ariana Maddox,
Sochi Gomez.
That was your best dance yet!
Your favorites need your live votes.
The Dancing with the Stars finale, live Tuesday on ABC and Disney Plus, and stream on Hulu.
Count on Apple Valley News Now and ABC for the most magical holiday programs ever, including favorites from Disney, plus so much more. Apple Valley News Now holiday shows, proudly sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health, your 5-star rated hospital.
This is not just laundry. This is laundry that's one and done. This is the ultra-fast combo laundry machine that does both washing and drying cycles. This is revolutionizing laundry. This is GE Profile.
Fred's has the GE Profile one and done laundry machine in stock and on sale for only $24.99. Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
ProClean Auto Detail Systems is fully staffed and here for you. We are taking extra precaution by offering free pickup and drop-off of your vehicle. Harsh winter conditions can be harmful to your vehicle's paint. Help protect it with a coat of winter wax. Take your interior clean to the next level with BioPledge antimicrobial protection. Gift certificates are good for all our services, including details, starting at just $125. Give the gift of a clean car this holiday season. ProClean Auto Detail Systems, the future of auto detailing.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Monday morning, everyone. Hope you had a wonderful first weekend of December. Pretty calm this morning, light winds. We do have fog in some areas, and we're seeing shower activity on the way this morning. Again, hope you had a wonderful weekend. So seeing shower activity coming in from the west, and we're going to be a part of the atmospheric river, and what that means is just plenty of precipitation will be on the way today, tomorrow, for our work week, even into the weekend. So it is going to be wet for the time being. So futurecast as we move along into our morning hours, next couple of hours, a pretty significant band of shower activity coming through. Then it's going to kind of fan out to all of our areas by 10 a.m. Move out, but we're going to see off and on shower activity really for all of our areas into tonight, into tomorrow, a little bit of heavier in Tuesday evening for the Yakima, Ellensburg areas by Wednesday morning as well. And folks, this is just going to continue. So off and on shower activity for the next couple of days. We do have a dense fog advisory for the Yakima Valley area. We're not seeing too much fog in Yakima itself, but we are seeing it in the surrounding areas, including Toppenish, Prosser at 20% visibility, 80% visibility for the Tri-Cities. We're seeing quite a bit of fog if you're heading towards Boise in the mountains. So do get ready for not the best visibility. Now, as we move into the rest of our morning hours, we're going to see light winds continue, but winds are going to be picking up as we get into tomorrow, at least enough to hopefully keep fog away, freshen up our air, and we'll see moderate wind for the next couple of days into our weekend. So temperatures wise, we are chilly right now. Ellensburg, Yakima, Toppenish right at 32. Other than that, we're above the freezing level and quite a bit so. Whew, look at Walla Walla, Pendleton, and Hermiston right around that 50-degree mark. So warm conditions are expected today. We're right around our average for some of our cities, save for the Blues. But tomorrow, all of our cities are going to be well above our average. And then we're just going to slowly cool into our weekend. Even Saturday, a little bit cooler. We could see a little bit of rain-snow mix on Saturday as well. And with all this precipitation and the melting of snow that fell on Friday in the mountains, the west side is expected to see some flooding. In our areas with the continued rain showers and warmer temperatures, we could see some flooding in our usual areas. All right, let's take a look at our highs today. Mid to lower to upper 40s, Ellensburg into Toppenish. Over in the mid-Columbia, mid to lower 40s, save for Hermiston. Look at that, 53. And the Blues, much warmer, mid to lower 50s today. 7-day forecast for Yakima, going to warm up tomorrow and stay above average through Friday. Cooling down Saturday with a chance of rain-snow mix, and then slightly warming, but rain showers all this week. Overnight lows taking a dip starting Thursday late night. Tri-Cities area, 56 tomorrow, then warm conditions until Saturday. Overnight lows above the freezing level except for Friday late night. In the Walla Walla region, 57 tomorrow. Warm today as well, and below the freezing mark only Friday night as well, just like the Tri-Cities. So look at all this shower activity on the way. For today, showers in the next couple of hours, should last about an hour or so, then scattered showers for the rest of your Monday. Do keep an eye out for fog, as a dense fog advisory for the Yakima Valley is good until 7 a.m. It's going to be a wet and warm week ahead.
Taylor Swift had her turn. Now it's time for another music star to rule the box office. David Daniel has early estimates for the top 5 films in theaters over the weekend.
So most of these wishes will never be granted?
Wish fell to 5th place in its second weekend, conjuring up $7.4 million. Trolls Band Together stayed in 4th place. The animated threequel made $7.6 million. The Japanese kaiju film Godzilla -1 opened in 3rd place, stomping off with $11 million.
I am Dr. Volumnia Gaul, your humble head game maker.
After 2 weekends on top, The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes fell to 2nd, adding $14.5 million for a domestic total of $121 million.
Don't know what you're waiting for. Cuff it.
Beyoncé is the queen of the box office. Her concert movie Renaissance, a film by Beyoncé, debuted #1, starting its run with $21 million. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Well, Hollywood has hit a rough patch. Industry analysts say sales slowed in November. Movie theaters crossed about $553 million during the month. That's a 12% drop from a year ago and more than $400 million less compared with pre-pandemic levels. The long Thanksgiving weekend used to attract big crowds to the movies, but this year the research group ComScore says theaters only grossed $173 million. That is $50 million more than last year, but still short of pre-pandemic figures that averaged around $270 million. Actor Macaulay Culkin has finally received his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Friday, the 43-year-old Home Alone star became emotional and was seen wiping away tears while listening to a speech given by his former on-screen mom, actress Catherine O'Hara. She spoke about Culkin's evolution in the 33 years since filming both Home Alone films in the 90s. O'Hara added the franchise is and always will be a beloved global sensation. Culkin thanked his former co-star with a hug and concluded with an iconic line from Home Alone saying, "I just want to say, Merry Christmas, you filthy animals." When we come back, a holiday mystery out in Kentucky as a man is on the hunt for the person who may or may not have caught his inflatable Santa.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's traveling to the holiday family dinner in an efficient Accord hybrid, or heading to a hike to burn it off in a powerful CR-V hybrid. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 27%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
No insurance? No problem. At West Ridgeland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, our membership plan starts at just $79 and costs only $35 a month. That's 2 cleanings, x-rays, and much more for just $35 a month. Learn more at WRFDC.com or PDPNW.com. Find us at one of our 2 locations, West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue, or get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on Pathfinder. Better hurry. These offers won't be back in stock.
Look who's waking up with Good Morning America and you this week. Deion Sanders, Ryan Seacrest, Emma Stone, Rami Youssef, and Shannon Doherty. All this week on America's favorite morning show.
Good morning, America.
Seasonal Affective Disorder Month, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health.
All right, good Monday morning, everyone. Let's take a closer look at home. And we are warm and wet throughout our areas, and we're going to be even warmer, especially tomorrow, and more shower activity on the way. Showers are expected in about 2 hours or so for the Yakima Valley, maybe 3 hours or so for the Mid-Columbia, but we are going to see then off and on showers into our afternoon. Mid-40s for much of the Mid-Columbia and for the Yakima Valley area, but warmer along the Blues in northeastern Oregon. It's the cool spot, Boardman, but they're warmer than all the rest of our cities besides the Blues. So do get ready for those showers. I'll have more in my First Alert weather forecast coming up.
A Christmas caper is going down in Lexington, Kentucky. A man is looking for the person who may or may not have shot down his inflatable St. Nick.
But it's also possible that Santa popped himself. Here's CNN's Jeannie Moos with this holiday whodunit.
Santa is known for using a sleigh. Oh! But could this have been an attempt to slay Santa? Instead of singing about him,
Santa Claus is coming.
Did someone try to zing him? Donald Nelson heard a noise outside his Lexington, Kentucky home the other night.
Kind of like a small bang or whatever.
Nelson checked his surveillance video, which showed a car going by, a popping sound, and then Santa deflating. Was this a drive-by shooting similar to when Frosty the Snowman was attacked by a masked man who jumped out of a pickup and slashed Frosty back in 2016 in St. Louis?
It's just mean-spirited. I mean, it's silly vandalism.
But to try to take out Santa seems even worse.
Santa! Oh my God!
No wonder Santa's owner was mad.
Discharging a firearm at someone's home.
But there's a plot twist. Lexington police tell CNN all possibilities are being looked into, even possibly overinflation, meaning Santa may have popped himself. Whatever happened left Santa with an 18-inch hole that neighbors offered to help sew up. Next thing you know, Santa will be arming himself. For $93, you can get a 6-foot Santa dressed in camo with a sack of presents in one hand and a gun in the other. Looking ready to hunt reindeer rather than drive them. Jeannie Moos, CNN, New York.